Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus once again giving you another This Week in Madden. I've scoured many different channels to try to find you some of the best tips to help take your game to the next level. Got three defensive tips from some prominent YouTubers and some little known YouTubers, and I've also got a really good offensive tip video to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Once again, if you are a YouTube channel and you guys want to be featured in one of these breakdowns, let me know. And let's jump into the tips. All right, so this YouTube channel is very small, tiny channel, but it's Hoodie 904, and basically he breaks down how he runs his 3-3-5 wide defense, his run fits, how he sets his defense and stuff like that. So I know a lot of you guys like to run the meta defenses, so I always want to share different strategies and techniques on how people like to run their defenses too. So go ahead and take a look at this video, and let's jump on to the next one.
I'm gonna show you how to make your 3-3-5 better. Like if you're already running 3-3-5, you're already running 3-3-5 wide, I'm gonna show you how to make it way better, but it's gonna be a twist because you're actually gonna have better run defense. A lot of these, so I'm gonna come out in 4-6 playbook is what I'm in actually, if you have a question about that. But go to subs, put safeties at all of these linebacker positions. So you see I got 3 safeties. So when I audible down from 3-3-5 to 3-3-5 wide, I'm gonna have safeties of the outside linebacker positions. Coaching adjustments, I don't know if you see in my head pretty big, but coach adjustments, play ball for ball in the air, conservative for option defense, just in case you're going against a more mobile quarterback, you can play the option defense in case they run an option. And flats, like to have in 15. I like to have my curl flats at 0. A lot of people play with it 5 and 20, but I don't want to give up anything as far as like screens, flat routes, or little table routes to the running back. I don't want to give any of that up. So I like to have my curl flats at 0. And 15, whenever you basically play over top, you know what I mean, that's going to be what, because you're basically going to be turning your purples into flats after a certain time, but that's neither here nor there. Sometimes in the game I'll probably move them 20 and 5, but starting out I like it 0 and 15. So we're gonna come out in a regular man. Check me out. All right, so we're gonna come out in tray wide flex inside zone. I'm gonna show you how to run defense first before I actually go into the passing, because passing you can mix it up however you want. So first thing I like to do is baseline. Boom, making everything look the same, and then I'll go from nickel 3-3-5 to nickel 3-3-5 wide cover 4. With the most recent update, this cover 4 or cover 4s in general are OP. They are very OP. And then my next adjustment would be to move the line to the opposite side of the blitzing linebacker. So I'll move my line to the right, my linebackers to the left. Now, if you watched my video earlier, not earlier, but that I posted a while ago about how to contain mobile quarterbacks, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. And then I'll QB contain, and next I will, depending on where the running back is, if I think it's an inside zone, which I'm more than likely going to play the inside zone, I'm going to crash my defensive line to the way he's going to run. So it's an inside zone. He's probably going to run to the left, which he is. And then I'll keep it contained again, and I'll play on this safety, and I'll shoot the gap every single time, or I like at least go to the gap and then play the run. So I'll just show you what it looks like. Boom, shoot the gap. You're going to kill the run. That time, it took a little minute, and I probably got detected by that offensive lineman. So baseline, go to cover 4, show 2. You can even press 2 if you want to, you know what I mean? And just play over top. And you can play over top, and your purples are still going to play 0, even if you play over top. That's just for these outside defensive backs. And again, I'm going to shift my line to the right, shift my outside linebacker to the left. Boom, QB contain. Slant inside, well, slant left, then play the run. And you're going to box that run majority of the time. They're going to have to start passing the ball. That inside zone is not going to work. We'll even go to another inside zone. Say if they run a lot of bunch, HB strong, you know what I mean? So my outside linebacker right here is blitzing off the right-hand side. So I'll shift my line to the left and shift my linebackers to the right. Crash down. And since the running back's on the right, he's going to have to run left, or unless it's a counter, he's going to run right. But if it's an inside zone, he's going to run to the left. So I'll just slant my line to the left. Boom. And again, I'll still play on this safety right here, or I can even play on this safety. Like, it doesn't matter, whichever safety that you want. And you're gonna blow up the run. Like, they're not gonna run the ball at you at all. They're not gonna run it all. Definitely out of shotgun.
All right, so this next YouTuber we'll be looking at is going to be Spruce Goose TV. He's actually got 5 times as many subscribers as when I did this little screen capture. But this guy basically is, you know, he's very good with his content. He's got good editing skills, so his channel is going to blow up. He'll be over 10K in no time. But he actually has a video where he breaks down the top 5 ways to go ahead and blow up cover 3 with the new patch. He shows like 10 of them, but this is just a sample of one of the great plays that he uses in this. So let's go ahead and jump into this video.
What is happening, guys? It's Spruce Goose here, and you might be wondering, why am I making a video on the top 5 best cover 3 bombs in Madden 21 when I just made this video 3 weeks ago? Well, the reason is that EA released a patch earlier this week that completely changed the coverage logic of defenders playing cover 3, and that means it's back to the drawing board for a lot of our favorite cover 3 beaters. But don't worry, I've got you covered. EA may have tried to fix cover 3, but all they did is give us brand new ways to break it. Alright guys, at number 3 on the list is a play you might recognize if you saw the previous video. It's going to be I form close. The play is PA tight end leak. It is the only cover 3 bomb that I'm aware of that survived the patch by EA. I don't think it's as good as it was before, but it still can work pretty well. We're going to smart route our tight end at A. And besides that, I like running it with the deep post going towards the short side of the field. So, you know, in this case, I'm on the right hash because it's going to the right. Let's go ahead and run it. I don't think it gets as wide open as it usually does. Okay, now right there, it got extremely open. It got extremely open on that. It's not always that open, but holy cow, that was super, super open. If it was that open every play, it would be the best cover 3 beater in the game. Unfortunately, as you guys will probably see, I had to throw it early there because of the pass rush, but it was actually going to come really open once again. So maybe it's better than I thought, but let's run through it a couple times. Let's see if we can get a play where it's a little bit closer. Even right here, I mean, so you can see, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, guys. You saw the deep third reacted a little bit better. So pre-patch, that deep third would just never react at all. He would just leave it completely open. And this time, it looks like sometimes he reacts, sometimes he doesn't. He did not react at all right there. Let's run it one more time. I don't need to spend a lot of time on this. You guys are already aware of how great of a cover 3 beater this is. It's been around since the beginning of the game. And so right there, again, he reacted a little bit earlier, and you saw it's kind of a little bit closer. But as long as you're passing it to the right and maybe a little bit over the top as well, it's going to be an easy touchdown for you guys. It's still a great, great, great cover 3 bomb. And if you don't get hit by Chris Jones, then it's absolutely going to be wide open. But if it's a normal cover 3, smart route your tight end to A, watch your X receiver just come stupid open, pass lead it to the right, and it's an easy touchdown. So that was number 3. Let's jump ahead to number 2.
Now, this next YouTube channel, Tmeister, I have featured him previously on another video. He's going to show you a very simple, you know, 0-man blitz setup and some of the adjustments that he does to get pressure. What's great about it is just a simple blitz. It's one of those back pocket blitzes that you can have in a 3rd or 4th down situation where you need to get some pressure against somebody and get a turnover and down. So it's always good to have someone else's setup, how they make their adjustments. So let's go ahead and jump to this right now.
What is up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be going into 236 Will. This is Houston Texans defensive playbook, and the main focus of the channel is defense, defense, defense. So if you guys are struggling on defense, well, be sure you hit that sub button. It is completely free. 236 Will is what we're going to be using. Now, we're going to go ahead and turn auto flip off. All right, this is coming with anticipation of your opponent's tendencies. We're going to go into dime 236 Will, and we're going to be using 0 blitz. Okay, it's a cover 0, hence 0. We're going to go ahead and leave it as is. We want the blitz coming on the same side of where the running back is. We're going to go ahead and get into a simple old gun bunch. Let's go ahead and get into Y curl. The setup is pretty darn simple. Again, it does require that you kind of anticipate what your opponents are going to do. First, if they're going to send everybody out on a route, this is the blitz setup. We're going to go ahead, blitz all linebackers, press. Sometimes you press once, sometimes you got to press twice, but just press when you finally get these 2 guys down into the gaps. Next, you're going to spread the line and slant inside. Now, because everybody's going on a route, our users manned up to the running back. But what we're going to do is swap that up. We're going to double tap right on the D-pad to bring up quick adjustments for our linebackers. Man up X, to the running back. So that's X up on the right stick and then Y. You're going to take your user now, blitz your user, and stand in between the defensive tackle and that linebacker that's manned up, and you're going to come shooting straight down, engage, disengage, and some simple pressure off of the edge. Now, as soon as they go ahead and block the running back, things change. Again, blitz all linebackers, press. You notice that time I had to press twice. Spread D-line, slant down, take your user here, blitz your user. Now, this also depends on their tendencies. This is the biggest thing about Madden in general, is picking up on your opponent's tendencies. Same thing like always, stand in this little, this isn't even a gap. Stand directly over the left guard and just essentially engage with a blocker. That's going to be the biggest thing right there. You can see we take away the running back's vision from the slot corner. The slot corner comes in, and we pretty much just go ahead and could have user rushed right there instead. When they start max protecting, you're really going to have to start getting adjusty and swapping up the man assignments, because now when they max protect, they're including their tight end on the blocking assignment. So now we have to send this slot corner off the edge as well. It's just a really simple numbers game. And then bring this guy down, and because he's manned up to the tight end, we don't need that. It's pointless. So we're going to go ahead, man Adrian Amos up to the slot receiver, take our user, blitz our user, same spot as always, and crash D-line inside. So this is a max protect. We'll see how well it works. I'm not anticipating it to get too well, but we'll go ahead, engage, disengage, and a little bada bing, bada boom, a dual edge heat, baby. If you're fully able to basically suck the running back forward, you're going to get dual edge pressure off of both sides. Again, this blitz, it's simple. I know a lot more of you guys are wanting the more simple blitzes, as I've been just going back and looking at some of these videos. So here's a pretty simple setup for heat.
All right, so in the last tip is going to be Zan. I featured him on multiple of this best weeks in Madden tips, and by far being someone that's so ingrained into the Madden community culture, working direct with EA, he knows what's going on, what isn't going on, and he's going to show you the revival of an old OP defense that a lot of people used in the past. I didn't know that it's back. One of those OP defenses getting used again, but here you go, guys. This is a defense you need to put back into your defensive scheme to get more stops. So let's go ahead and jump into this video.
We're going to be talking about the Big Dime 146 and whether or not it was fixed in the latest title update. I did a video the other day on the changes that occurred in the most recent title update with cover 3. If you guys want to check out that video, it is in the description below. But that video did really well. So I think that this is going to be a regular thing going forward, is when EA puts out a title update, I'm going to do a video or a series of videos tackling the big bullet points, the things that were the major gameplay fixes. We want to test and see how thorough they were with those changes. So let's go ahead and talk about the Big Dime 146 meta. This is the defense that everyone feared so much last year that Madden 20 became a stretch dive under center Oakland game, and all the passers in shotgun struggled with this all year long. That kind of led towards EA putting in the personnel-based audibling to allow players to put a running back in at a slot receiver and still have the ability to audible into I-form type sets. So let's go ahead and break down how this works. You could call that cover 2 sync. The cover 3 sky, I think, also has a blitzing corner that you can just contain. And what you're going to notice is that in general, if there's a 5-out offense against this and you're just rushing 4, this really struggles to pick this up. And again, most players are blitzing their user, and that blitz is going to make your user more agile over the middle of the field, and it kind of serves as a blitz target for the offensive line, which makes this a little bit better as well. But you could definitely tell right here with this particular setup, if you do not move your corner, the change is pretty solid, right? So again, I'll go ahead and show. We're just going to go ahead and press, contain, blitz our user, pass commit, and they snap the ball. You can see for the most part, well, not even, we're 1 for 2. Let's go ahead and run 2 or 3 more reps and see how consistent this change was, right? So blitz our user, pass commit, contain, here we go, just a little 4-man rush. Again, just coming in off the edge. Let me choose a different play here, just to make sure it's not Steelers cross that's causing that. We'll go through like a gamut of plays here. We're still sending the running back out on a route. Here's verticals, press, contain, blitz your user, pass commit. Here we go. Snap the ball.
Here he is coming in off the edge, gets nano detected, which makes absolutely no sense to me. The nano detection was supposed to be between the linemen, not off the edge. That's neither here nor there. Again, we'll go ahead and let's call spacing and send everyone out on routes. Contain, press, blitz your user, pass commit. Again, sending 4 against 5. Here it is, free nano detected. So that's our answer, apparently, is just to slow down the guy rather than get the offensive line to block out there. Let's go ahead and slide protect left. Slide protect left here. Contain, press, blitz your user, pass commit. And for slide protect left, doesn't even work. Okay. Now let's go ahead and block the running back. We block the running back. Now, the issue with this is that when you block the running back, the main answer for everyone that runs this, when you block the running back, is to take this player right here and man him up on the running back and just blitz 5. And what this does is it results in basically terrible targeting, and the guy still comes in. So this is the issue, right? This has been the reason that people have avoided the big dime 146, or if they play shotgun, they have put 2 running backs on the field in their shotgun set in Madden 21. So right here, you can definitely tell. Right there, ironically, it actually got picked up by the protection. But when they block that running back, the man up of that running back dumbs out the logic, which makes this a lot harder to pick up. So you see here that with something like this, pass commit, block the running back target's weird, and you're still getting guys off the edge. And then you see here with the cover 2 sync, you get soft squats matching up on routes. It kind of plays like a hybrid man-to-man zone logic. So right here, this is the defense that needed patched, this particular blitz right here. And in my opinion, I think that this didn't execute. It just really didn't. Again, block the running back. See, he's going to block the inside. That's the first time we've seen that happen. And then even still, we have this goofy player logic associated with manning up of the linebacker. To me, this is one of the biggest issues facing this development team. We didn't really understand that this was the actual way that people are running this blitz. I don't know how. You can take one look on YouTube and find a million videos on it, including this one. And then the fact that manning up the running back for the most part dumbs out the running back. And then also look at the linebacker. Like, what is he doing? I don't know if EA's not noticed this, but the entire year long, if you have a guy in man coverage on a running back and that running back blocks, he does this weird slide across the formation and guard nobody thing instead of playing, you know, a hook curl or just green dog blitzing. Either of those would be advisable alternatives to this. Whatever this is right here, this is ugly. But him shuffling across the formation is oftentimes what causes the running back to not know what to do, because you'll notice that when the running back fails, it's because he's watching him slide across the formation. So you see right here, you see how he's sliding and looking at him? That is the reason that this blitz works. And this wasn't really addressed. Let's go ahead and show you guys an example of this in a game. So very clearly, you can tell that this is something that isn't just, you know, me making something up in practice mode. It's something that does work in a game. And it is something that is still going to be a reason that players are going to run their 11 personnel based offenses with a running back on the field instead of a slot receiver, or a running back at the outside receiver, so you can audible down into some sort of RPO or whatever.
So that concludes this week in Madden. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. If you like the tips from any of these channels, make sure you go over to their channels. Let them know that you find out about their channel from me if you didn't already. And make sure you subscribe. Everybody needs to support. If you subscribe, they'll crank up more videos for you if you show support by subscribing. And if you are a new YouTube channel and you want to be included in one of these, go ahead and put a comment down below. I'll also put the links to all these channels so you guys can easily find them. You don't have to search for them on the search bar. So I'll put the links down in the notes. So thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.